Hey guys, welcome to eRide channel. My name is Oleg, and today we have one of the amazing bike I ever reviewed. This bike actually kind of different from any bike. I was kind of surprised to see this paint. So this step through. This is from Hiboy, and it says here EX11. So this is kind of amazing bike. I think for people who like different colors and stuff, also too easy to get on the bike, but it's a little bit too high, as you can see. So I can sit on this bike and show you how I will look. Here's my riding position gonna be probably. I can probably go even higher seat, but it is comfortable. It's more straight up position is, but I'll show you also later in this video. So here's a riding position, and looks like the shock, the rear shock, actually pretty nice, very smooth and soft. I'm 215 pounds, so under me it's pretty good. The shock, the front fork, also great. I believe it's like 100mm travel on the front, and I'm not sure how much travel on the back, but the back shock. Let's talk about the size of the bike. As you could see me on this bike, I'm 5'11" feet tall, so I can get on the bike, but it's not as easy on me other step through because this part is like 24 inches from the ground. The seat can go as low as 36 inches. So this one is the lowest position from the ground. So probably someone who is 5'9" can, 5'9" probably can fit this bike, unless you remove it and cut a little bit, because once you put in, there is a secure hold, so it will not go down because it will damage the shock. So if you cut it, it'll go more down, and it will go down about another 3 inches. So it will be like 32 inches, 33 inches from the ground, which will make person who is shorter ride it better, like 5'6" probably. It can go all the way up to 42 inches. So if you're a tall person, this bike will be perfect for you. So if you're like me, 5'11" and taller, probably 6'5", it will fit you very well as well. So let's secure. I'm going to use like this. And you're probably going to ask me what's the special about this bike. Well, you see it's like sounds like blue, but this color is called chameleon. So when you change angle, you probably already might be see on the camera, I'll show you as well, it change colors. So depending on the angle, it will change color, and that makes this looks amazing. My daughter, my wife, they love this color. They say it change from light blue to purple. So some people like blue, some people like purple. So if you like both, this is a perfect bike for you, because you're gonna love it as much. Because what I always say, go with the look, go with the comfortability and your needs. So if you need this bike like speed-wise, comfortability, riding experience, that's a bike for you. This bike actually very heavy. So this bike, if you live on the second floor, you need to lift it up and go somewhere. This bike weighs 100 pounds with a battery, and the battery is about 11 pounds. So 100 pounds, it's a lot of weight. And the reason is most likely because it comes with a steel frame. So it's made out of steel, carbon steel. Also looks like steel rack, which is very solid and can hold up to, let's see how much, it says 25 kilo. So that's probably a reason. Usually bicycles like this would weigh about 80-85 pounds. So you get another 15 pounds due to the steel frame. It would give you some benefits. At the same time, it will add some weight. Looks amazing. The price, it's priced pretty well for this spec. The price might fluctuate always, but I will have extra discount in description. So if you're interested to get this bike, I will have extra discount, and you can use the link below. So not only you're gonna save some money, but also support my channel. So let's go with starting from the wheel, and we're gonna move forward to the motor, I guess. So it comes with Chayang tires, which is Hiboy skin. It's like puncture resistant. You can see a real nice traction, so it can go off-road. And also the street riding comes with nice plastic fenders, which is usually not as noisy as a metal one. It has a very nice bright headlight with 4 LED And you can see Hiboy right there, stickers, serial numbers over there. And this bike listed as UL listed on the box. I also noticed the stickers under the bike right there. When I was installing the wheel, I flipped it over. So the installation was pretty simple, but I have to flip it over because this bike have very nice wheel, which you need to put the axle through and also use some spacers. So you have two spacers from both sides. So easy way was flip it over. When you do flip over, make sure you move the display, okay, and not to damage it. So you loosen up the bolts and move it. So here's how it looks. The battery, pretty simple to remove from another side with a key, and you twist it and the battery will fall off. Over here is a charging port, so it can be charged on the bike or off the bike. The battery is 48 volt and it's 18 amp and it has 864 watt hours. So you can charge right here off the bike, and it comes with 2 amp charger, so it will take you about 9 hours from 0 to full, but try not to leave it empty, so it will take you only like much faster to charge. Not only that, but it will helps to keep the battery longer. The battery itself have a meter over here. When you push on the meter, it will go all the way up. It means full charge. Once you start to discharge, it will go down. So you will start to remove large one, low, but the red light will be always on. So if you see only one red light, it means the battery is discharged. So you need to put on charge as soon as possible. And it comes with a double guarded front chainring, and it does have a torque sensor. The torque sensor will help you to get better exercise and keep better mileage, because with torque sensor it will activate when you just push the pedals. The harder you push, then faster it will go. And we're gonna test the speed later in this video. This is a kind of unique linkage, full linkage rear shock suspension, hydraulic shock, which is not adjustable. The brand is hard to see there, but I don't think it's like big brand, but actually it says HLT100. I'm not sure how much load, but as you can see, it's give you very good suspension function so far. It does come with a derailleur guard and the derailleur by Tourney, 7-speed cassette on the back, and the motor, they say it's 750 watt continuous power. The rack, 25 kilo, I believe it's like 55 pounds maximum. It comes with tail light, I turn it on, and also the brake light. When you push brakes, it will activate the brake. And here's how the headlight, so it moves together with your fork, so it's good. The seat comes like a sport seat, so it's basically meant for pedaling. If you just want to completely sit on the bike, you would need wider seat, more comfortable. This one is good as a sport seat, because when people buying torque sensor, they usually buy this to pedal, not to sit. When you pedal, you feel good. When you're not pedaling, the seat will be uncomfortable. That's usually the case. The handlebar is 27 inches wide, which is great. It does come with very comfortable grips, adjustable. It comes with a thumb throttle on the left. Kind of unique, I didn't see before, like a switch over here. And also manual bell, pretty loud. The very nice bright display, color display. I'm on direct sun. Also looks like it's a case guard around, so it will not get damaged. 7-speed Shimano shifter, same kind of grips. And it does come with hydraulic brakes, but I don't see any brand on it. And the brakes are 180 millimeter disc, and hydraulic brakes right here, also unbranded. I'm on the straight sun right now, and it's very bright. You can still see it, but I'm gonna go in the shade, so it will be better for you to see on camera, because the camera not always catch up the display. Even I can see with my eyes super clear, so I want to show you as a display. So here's the display in the shade. It's the same way I can see on the sun, but on the camera it's much better. So when you push the headlight, you're gonna see the headlight right there. If you push one more time, it will turn off. So basically it's a dedicated button for headlight. This settings button, I noticed it's not really working for me when I push for some reason. So I'm not sure if it needs to be something else done. This is a power button, the orange one, but when you push it now, once it's on, you're going to see the change in time, trip, odometer, and just go back. That's it. When you're riding, you're going to probably see like the speed in the center, also the pedal assist levels on the bottom changing. It only comes with 3 pedal assist levels. That's pretty much enough for torque sensor. And then you're gonna probably see the torque going on the top. We're gonna see it in the video most likely. Double crown fork, which actually is steel fork, so it's made out of steel, but it's working actually pretty good. It does have bumpers. These bumpers actually designed so you will not scratch the paint. Okay, so if it's a different direction, you just move it, adjust it if you need it. It does come with adjustment. You have compression adjustment on the right and preload adjustment on the left. I didn't do it, but compression adjustment will lock in the fork, so it will be a rigged fork. The preload will adjust to make it smoother or firmer. I'm gonna use it right out of the box. I will not play around because it's pretty comfortable for my weight right now. I feel like it's all I need actually. And you can adjust the seat, as you can see. The handlebar actually not adjustable stem. The pedals on this bike actually pretty good. You can see it's have very nice spikes, so it's like more mountain bicycles spikes like this. And I guess it's fat tire mountain bike. That's what it's for, because it has off-road tires, have torque sensor. It should be pretty powerful, and full suspension makes the ride off-road much comfortable. But today we're gonna go for a speed test and hill test on the street to see how powerful this bike is, and I'm pretty sure it can ride off-road as easy as well. All right, so now we're gonna test it out to see how this bike perform. Many people ask usual questions: how much, what's the range gonna be, how fast it will go, and if it can climb the hills, how comfortable to pedal this bike, if you can pedal without power. We're gonna do most of it today, but the range I'm gonna tell you later in the video. So I'm gonna first to try to see. I'm gonna switch to pedal assist level 3, since there's only 3, and try to see how accurate odometer versus to the GPS. And this is gonna be throttle test. It's have nice acceleration. It's a pretty smooth 20, and then 21, and it's cut off power. That's it. It's basically just cut off the power after 20 miles an hour, because they listed as class 2, but we're gonna see if it's actually class 2, because they say it can go up to 28 miles an hour. This is my first ride on this bike, so I'll tell you. If you have any questions, comment below. But right out of the box, I adjust some brakes. It looks like they're good, easy to adjust. I recommend to adjust the front brakes at the same and rear one at the same time when you're installing the wheel. If you flip over the bike, that will be very easy. So I'm gonna turn around, switch to gear number 7, and start to pedal. So let's see. Already going 16, 18, 21, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, and I can feel like cut off the power. Yeah, 29 based on the GPS. And I'm gonna brake here, 25 miles an hour. All right. Well, the braking is not very impressive, but I'll explain you why. I couldn't even lock the wheel. Maybe it needs more bedding. Even it's hydraulic brakes, it's not bad, but at 25 miles an hour, I would expect from hydraulic brakes grip better, but I stopped better than mechanical. But there's 2 pistons, they're okay, because the bike is heavy actually. So I'm 220 pounds now, but again, I would say it's not bad. It was silent basically, and sometimes you need bedding the brakes, the pads, so you will have better grabbing power, so it will be more even. So you can find on YouTube how to do that. But first I'm gonna test it out on pedal assist level 1. Looks like the throttle limit to 20 miles an hour. I got 21. Actually, GPS show me faster speed versus to display, so it's basically not only accurate much, but they actually show less, 1 mile less than actually it is. So I'm going about 40 miles an hour, easy pedaling, and on 1, switching to 2, I can feel the difference. It's kicking, can go over 22 miles an hour about on GPS. I go with GPS. Over here a lot of bumps, and this bike actually going over the bumps easy, really smooth ride. The rear shocks, the fork, it works as supposed to do. You can go 0 to 20, at least 21 on GPS with throttle only, and 29 based on my GPS, 29, 28, easy with pedaling. And I didn't get any ghost pedaling, that's a good part. So you can shift and change. So what I want to do now, turn off completely power, shift to gear number 3, actually 4, slow down, and see how easy to pedal it. Actually, I still need to adjust derailleur, it looks like, because it's skipping. Yeah, looks like derailleur needs some adjustment. You can hear some skipping, but that's usually need to be done once you set it up. Maintenance you can do by yourself, it's pretty easy. There's 2 screws to do it. I didn't do it, I didn't expect it would be needed, but I'm on gear number 4, it's fine. It's a part of the maintenance and assembly, it should be. So I'm going about 9 miles an hour, which is good. The pedaling is comfortable, the legs is good. The position is more aggressive, a little bit more sporty, but it's good for mountain bicycles. It's like more, because it is like more mountain fat tire bike with full suspension. The seat, it is pretty firm, so if you're not planning to pedal much, you will need bigger seat most likely. But if you're going from 0, and again, it will take you time to pedal it harder. I'm going right now with no power at all. I'm on 0. So it does take some time to go, but it is pedalable, not bad. Like basically as any fat tire bike. It is a little bit more heavy, so when it's more heavy, it would be harder to pedal, but for me, gear number 4 is fine so far. So I put already 3 miles on it, and mostly I was pedaling. What I noticed when I going over the bumps, it's very smooth. The only things I noticed when I start to pedal it, the battery, 1 bar, when I go faster speed, of course, start to suck. Right now, yeah, it's drop and then go back to full. So it has some sagging on the battery because the motor pretty powerful, but let's see if I use the throttle only. It drops to from 5 to 4 bar, and if I use throttle, it's fine. So I'm not sure why, but it's the battery. When I use throttle only, yeah, it drops also to 4 now. So it has some battery sagging. There is no way to see the voltage, only the battery itself, which is not always accurate, but it is very good pedaling. I got like 28 miles an hour most of the time on the street. We're gonna see how much battery left. They claim this bike can go 100 miles with a rider 165 pounds with pedaling, probably pedal assist level 1 at a slow speed, probably 10 miles an hour, something like that, because at the higher speed you have more resistance with air, with everything. So I don't think you can get 100 miles on this bike, and mostly with my weight. I am 220 pounds now, so you can cut it probably by half with my weight. And with electric they claim, I believe, 50 or 65 miles, which is also probably no way. So based on my experience with the throttle, it's only 20 miles an hour. You're probably gonna get about 30 miles with my weight. If you lighter, maybe more. Depend if you're going flat terrain and how fast. This throttle only 20 miles an hour. I'm gonna turn around and we're gonna test it today, the throttle, and see if I can actually go uphill, need to turn on the speedometer. So I'm gonna see it here. Gonna stop and go. So this is one of the steepest hill. I don't think it will make it, but if it will make it, it means it's very powerful motor. For few reasons, I don't think it will make it, because it's 750 watt motor. They say with a peak power under 1000, and it's only so. And the bike is a little bit more heavy than other bicycle I tested with the same motor, and they didn't make it. Most of them, some of them make. So this bike, yeah, cannot really make it even. Let's see how much. Even quarter of the hill. So yeah, I told you it will not make it, but let's see if I can pedal it. Sometimes with pedals you can get more torque, at least with my feet torque. So we're gonna switch and go. But the only thing is the derailleur is not really adjust well, so maybe need some adjustment, but I'll try to pedal it. The brakes are actually not bad after all. The brakes are quiet, it's not making any noises, it's stopping, but you just need to push harder a little bit versus to some other hydraulic brakes, but they do the job. No issue so far. So let's see, pedal CSL5. So I'm on gear number 3, I'm gonna stop it here and try to go. Maybe need to go even to 2. Yeah, it's keeping. Okay, I need really spinning now. I'm spinning like my feet to go faster at gear number 2. And 10 miles an hour so far. Yeah, I think it should make it uphill. I mean, I will make it uphill. So with the pedal assist, the motor sounds pretty normal. I don't hear any problems with the motor going uphill. The only problems like usually people have with motors, with uphill, a lot of torture, and the motor can basically overheat or even controller. But since I'm helping at least 50%, man's power versus the hill, and actually making 8 miles an hour, I would not say it was difficult. Actually, it was pretty good on gear number 2. I'm gonna turn around here. So, yeah, 8 miles an hour with pedaling is not bad. The EX11, my experience. So, what I think about this bike and if you should get one. Well, it's all depend what you need. So this bike actually have very nice smooth ride, but the top speed I got based on GPS 29 miles an hour. As you could see, also as a climbing with throttle only, it cannot climb the hills due to the power. It's probably due to the controller not large or the settings, so it cannot really climb the hills. That's pretty normal for 750 watt motor with a heavy bike like this. The good feature of this bike is full suspension, one of the beautiful color, and they have a very nice, as you can see, change of the color. So you're going from the purple to the blue, have very bright headlight. I like the way it's set up, so it's makes the ride very smooth and actually pretty quick, pretty fast, I would say, for this type of bike. So it's probably, I would rate it class 3 in some state would be unclassified. So if you're interested in this bike, I will leave link below and also discount code, so this way you can save some money and support my channel. So number one, what I think about this bike, that this bike is pretty good priced, but this bike not for everyone. So if you live on the second floor and need to carry it, it's pretty heavy bike. 100 pounds, it's a lot of weight. Second, this bike with my weight 220 pounds, few times when I was going over the bumps like curbs and stuff, I could reach bottom out if I don't stand. So basically the shock is good, it's soft, but sometimes I reach bottom out, so it's kind of too soft, I guess, but you can always increase. But if you're on lighter side, you're gonna love it. It's very smooth, very comfortable ride. The position on this bike is more as aggressive, more lean forward. That's why I was first I was worried that the display cannot really move anywhere up. This maximum. It can go down but not up. But since you're sitting all the way here looking up, down, then you can see it pretty good. It's a very good display, everything very clear. Whatever around, only one part is going up when you're going speed, I guess. But these two areas kind of, this one is power, it's not really moving. On the bottom it says temperature, so I think it's maybe temperature of controller. And as you can see, I still see full bars, so I didn't really lost any much power, maybe 90%, and I still have 9 miles. And when I use a throttle or pedal assist, the power kind of reduced to 4 bars. So I think you can get pretty good distance, pretty good range, but I didn't test it for range. But it's a very decent battery size, 18 amp. They listed on the box as UL listed. I did not verify. You can go to the website and verify by yourself by searching this company Hiboy, and it should be under EX11, I guess. So again, it's a pretty decent build, comfortable, step through. And if you're interested to get one, check link in description. And if you have any questions, comment below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.